Hey guys, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate, leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information can be found in the description box below. Um, I invite you to join me for a session. My books are always open. Incidentally, if you are relatively new to my channel, my readings do reach out into the future just a little bit. So you might want to go back into my archives, maybe up to 6 months, 6 to 8 months, maybe. You may find some titles back there that resonate more for you now in the present. All right, let's jump in. I'm not going to do an oracle pull. We're just going to go straight into tarot. Might switch up the spread a little bit though. Hope everybody is doing good, feeling good. It's been an interesting morning. It's been an interesting morning. Okay. Oh, look at the current energy. The truth. Oh. The truth. Lots of it. I do see I see it automatically. I kind of see it in two different ways. I kind of see something where there may have been a failed plan, like somebody came up with a bright idea and tried to get away with something. They thought they could get away with it, but it feels very much like somebody's having to, I heard, abandon their post. They have to abandon their post. I think they have to abandon their post mostly because, not just because the plan didn't work, but also because if they thought they were getting away with something, that's being revealed. And I can see that whatever they attempted to do, it was unsuccessful. I don't know if this is like somebody being stopped dead in their tracks. It's almost like, say for instance, and I'm just giving you an hypothetical. Say for instance, somebody comes up with a plan. They attempt to execute the plan. They do it in a way that maybe only known to just them or just a small circle of people. I don't get the energy that there was any like hesitation or fear in doing whatever this was that they attempted to do. But what I do see now is that they're unable to continue, mostly because they're being exposed and they're having to kind of walk away from it. Somebody's having to walk away from this because they're not getting any traction. They're not getting any traction. I feel like they're also having to just, like, for lack of a better word, they're just going to have to surrender to the fact that whatever that they were trying to do or trying to accomplish is unsuccessful. The plan has failed. They're just going to have to walk away because they're realizing the truth as well. Okay. Mm. Okay. You know, this almost feels like, okay, remember I said over here at the first in the current energies, like somebody's plan failed. right? It was unsuccessful. Something that they thought they could get away with is being exposed. The truth is coming out. Ace of Swords, Moon in reverse, Seven of Swords also in the reverse. It's being exposed, okay? Part of the dilemma, whatever this is that they were trying to do, number one, it was financially motivated. It was financially motivated. I also feel like whatever this person has done, I think they're a little bit concerned about not just the exposure, but public exposure. So I don't know if it's like exposure amongst like the people that they're around. This feels more like their dilemma is whatever they've done. Because right now I feel like there's still a little bit of, there's a little shroud of mystery over this situation. Because I think this person's really trying to hide the fact that it was financially motivated. But I don't think they want anybody else to know what they were doing was financially motivated. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to avoid, right now they're really working hard trying to avoid public exposure. Oh, and look at that. Collective, I think this is you over here. So part of the lesson, because remember, we're talking about this public exposure here. Somebody is really worried about whatever they've done becoming public knowledge. Okay. Outside of the circle, public knowledge. Like, think big, think like the internet. Like, because the internet is global. So think bigger. It's not, this is outside of their circle. Because they don't want this to be known. Like, literally, they don't want this to be known publicly. This also gives me the energy of somebody like trying to get away. Remember I said a few readings back, I was like, I kept hearing that line from a Southwest commercial, want to get away. Like, this person wants to get away. They want to get away. And if this person had been trying to attempt to flee, I don't know where this is coming from, but if this person is attempting to flee the scene or, trying to take off to avoid this public shame or humiliation, potential incarceration, they may be unable to do that. I see the goal. The goal is to flee. They may not be able to do that. Part of the lesson here, I love when things come into balance, because you know what? Karma is neither good nor bad. Karma seeks balance. So if you do some funky stuff, you're going to have to catch your lumps at some point. And I feel like the lesson for this person is, what's really interesting, because I see this right here, it would probably give me like, they're not counterparts. I don't even think this is a couple. This feels like one individual just kind of standing in their power. But I feel like for everything they may have tried to do, it has something to do with the collective, obviously. So part of their lesson is, number one, losing the relationship, having that relationship cord severed. The severance of that cord restores the balance back to your life, collective. I do see that you're doing it with full confidence. It gives me the impression that it's kind of like you're making decisions and making moves that don't require explanation. Like, you're not in a position, or not that you're not in a position, you're just unwilling to explain yourself. Look at this. I heard something about testimony. Because somebody's getting negative karma. Somebody's getting karma for, I mean, and you know, like I said, it's not neither good nor bad, but negative karma for the negative things you've been doing. It's happening. Again, it was financially motivated. So let's go there. It was financially motivated to begin with, whatever this plot and plan was. Yeah, they got like this bright idea and was like, ooh, let me go after this. Interesting. Now this is interesting. So, because the energy just took a whole shift. Okay, so now that I have these extra cards, this looks like to me like, okay, now one, we did have that first layer. Somebody was trying to get away with something. They may want to get away. They may be unable to. So what if this is you down here? It's almost like somebody here never told you how they felt. Somebody here may have also never told you that they were married. But it also feels like whoever they were with, it was not somebody that they loved. Whoever this person was, they were attracted to them. I do feel like they were attracted to this person, but I don't think that they loved this person. It almost feels like they're suffering. It almost feels like suffering. Okay. Oh, look. Okay. Wow. Okay. So now the story has kind of taken a little bit of a turn. I do feel like this person, whoever we're talking about, there's an energy here. There are counterparts out here. So let's talk about that. Honestly, I want to say this is probably divine feminine, karmic masculine. So this would be your karmic. But then I feel like he's connected to his karmic. Does that make sense? Because again, like I said, whatever they got themselves tied into, they got themselves into it for finance. There was a financial component or financial motivation. He may have even known this person for a long time too. And the crazy thing about it is, divine feminine, you're just really focusing on your bag. You're focusing on your own inner healing. You're focusing on the things that are important to you. This person, however, is worried and stressed. Definitely could be going through some depression because of their connection to this karmic feminine energy. He feels bound to somebody. I think I mentioned this yesterday about like being in a real superficial type of relationship. Like somebody, this is, and he, so, okay. This ties into like a reading I did a while back. I want to say like maybe a month ago. And I said that he basically, what he chose, what this masculine chose, was kind of a reflection of who he was at the time when he found this woman. So now what he is getting, or now what he's realizing, or he kind of feels stuck right now. Um, he's stuck to a woman who is, you know, she may have also been in it for the finances. She may have also been in this relationship for financial reasons or for stability, for what, what we could get, what we get out of this. This energy comes across as somebody who's very, not just controlling, but very, her gold digger, very much a gold digger. Somebody here who wants to keep up with the Joneses. Somebody here is overly focused on everything and everyone else, not necessarily paying enough attention to their own life or what they got going on. This man feels this masculine definitely feels trapped. He feels trapped. Okay. So I also feel like part of this lesson, this person is, I can remember I said I have two sets of counterparts. So I have you. So the counterparts, the way it kind of looks like you collective. I'm talking to a divine feminine. Talking to a divine feminine. You and this masculine. This masculine has been or was, or your connection to this masculine may have also been toxic. Yes, they could have been your counterpart, but this person, again, like I said yesterday, they couldn't go as deep as you go, emotionally speaking. He didn't have the capacity to go that deep, right? So he ends up with somebody who is very similar in energy to him. So if he's very surface level and superficial, child, so is she. He sees that now because what he's looking back at how he betrayed you. He is looking back. He looks really beat down, but he's looking back at the relationship or the connection that he had with you because it's being exposed to him. Like I don't know, this feels like downloads, but he's getting some exposure to the fact that what he had with you may have been very pure, very genuine in terms of the love, right? But what he's realizing or what he's seeing is that he's not happy. That's part of his karma. That's part of his karma. He's not happy. Now, here's the part that I have a problem with. Because I'm always going to tell you. I don't like the fact that they want to come towards you to communicate. Like, this person finds you very attractive, like you're incredibly alluring, you're mysterious, because they don't really know what's going on with you. The problem that I'm having is that he has not shed himself of this woman. So, because the Hierophant is in the upright. And I kind of get the impression that I think they do want to know if you still have feelings for them. I don't think you do. Or at least if you do, they're not the same feelings you may have once had. Okay? Now, my issue, like I said, if they tried to come towards you, my issue is I don't think that, because I don't have any cards here that say like there's an ending here, because I don't really see any kind of like ending cards, at least outside of this Ten of Swords. But I think this Ten of Swords energy is for you and this person, not him and the person that he's with. Because it almost feels like they want to come towards you, but it would be them coming towards you or trying to bring you into the fold creates a third party energy, and if you've already been in that, child, we don't want that anymore. So no. Yeah. No. So this person may not be and the thing about it is they may not really be in a position to come towards you. I think they're afraid. They're afraid because, oh, that's crazy. I have all the aces here. In the current energy, I have all the aces. 2 in the upright, 2 in the reverse. I don't think this person is really in a position to come towards you because, number one, they don't have nothing to offer. Number two, yeah, it's like they want to be it's like they want to be in a relationship or want to reestablish a relationship, but it's almost like let's not go back to where we were. Like, let's not pick up where we left off. Hell no. See, that's the thing I don't like. They're not taking any responsibility for any of the actions that they've taken. So, them losing out completely on their connection with you is karma. Mm-hmm. And it's like they want you to let your guard down so that they can come towards you. But here's the thing. Oh. Huh. Now, if the woman that they've been dealing with, oh, I'm getting a whole other read off of this section. Okay, hold on. Because if I do have a lot of people out here. Okay, so if this is somebody that they're with, this woman may also be doing some work. This woman may have done some juju on you, on this person. Okay, now because I have this one section right here. There may have been somebody doing work on you, Divine Feminine, trying to affect your work or to this feels like definitely somebody trying to slow your progress down, but it also feels a little bit like trying to keep people apart. This could be slow down or like some type of either to slow you down or to stop. This is to stop you though. But again, we talked about a failed plan up here, but there may have been an energy of somebody here doing like some dark magic over you, collective. It could have been over both of you to keep you apart. They may have also done work to try to like slow down your progress for whatever it is that you're doing. It almost feels like scattered energy. Like, I don't know if you've been feeling a little bit. I mean, we've been under this retrograde energy, so, it can get a little scattering. But it almost feels like somebody here was trying to do work to make you stop. Like, to make you stop doing whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you do. To stop your progress, slow you down, make you stop. I just keep hearing make you stop. What are you doing that's so bothersome? This person, let me tell you about this masculine. He played himself because I feel like he was trying to win at all costs, right? He thought, I think I've said this in the past, like whoever had the most hoes wins, right? He may have treated you like an option. He had a bunch of options. Now he may see that you have more options than he thought you did. So you don't really need this particular option. Um, I get the impression they do want to come and talk to you, or they want to communicate. They want to communicate. They want to come rushing in. They want to come rushing in. But the problem is that I don't think you're interested. Six of Wands in the reverse. I don't think you're interested. Yes, because you've made a decision to only invest your energy in change. You want to invest your time and energy and efforts into a new dynamic, into something different than what you had already experienced. So you're cutting out, yes, you're absolutely cutting out anything that's going to create more burdens for you, because who the hell wants that? Nobody wants extra burdens. We ain't doing that. All right, let's clarify with the double deck. It's funny when I do the reading sometimes. I know I'm just reading the cards, so I don't find out like what resonates and how it hits for y'all until I like go back and read the comments. So I appreciate y'all that leave comments. Because yesterday's reading, I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what this story is. I don't know what we're talking about. I mean, except till we got to the Kipper, because Kipper always seems to tell the same story. But up until we got to the Kipper, I was like, I don't know what this is. So thank you all for the confirmations. All right. So whatever this person, I said they did it for financial. There was financial motivation here. They can't even defend themselves or their actions. They can't defend themselves, and they know that they're responsible. Yes, they know that they're responsible for the ending of this relationship, for the change in the dynamic, for the relationship no longer being stable. They're aware that it was their fault. It's kind of like they threw away a relationship, because you may have also known this person for a very long time. I think he's known this other person he's dealing with. He's known her for a long time too. But you've known each other for a very long time, and this is literally the realization or the acknowledgement. If they never acknowledge it to you directly, I'm telling you right here, this is an awareness that they're the reason why the relationship is the way that it is. And they can't even, there's nothing that they can do or say to defend the actions that they took that resulted in the relationship coming to an end. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This person realized oh my God. They realized what a fool they were. I heard chasing after fool's gold. And they want to come and apologize. Because they look at you as their 10 of cups. Mm. They would love for nothing more than for you to be willing to work with them. They're trying to figure out a way to free themselves from the relationship that they're in. Mm. See, don't know. I think this, whoever this is, they kind of going about it the wrong way. Yeah. I also think this person is slightly worried. 'Cause remember, I said they got into the relationship and it was fine. There was some financial motivation behind it. Could have been the security or whatever, right? Um, I feel like, because I don't really have signs here of the like a divorce or anything like that. I honestly don't see that. I don't see a divorce. I mean, if the Hierophant had come out here in the reverse, maybe I'd be like, okay, you know. But now I have the Hierophant out here 3 times, and all 3 times it's in the upright as it's being connected to other, like, you know, court cards. So like I said over here, even if they were to approach you, they're still very much involved with the relationship that they're in. I don't see where that relationship has ended. So I would be a little leery about, well, this ain't for everybody, but I'd be a little bit leery about, you know, the engagement. Because the thing is that I feel like this person, they want to break free. It does feel like they're wishing and hoping they want to break free from this relationship. I think they're also worried about what they may have to give up in order to part ways with this person. I do also feel like this person realizes that them going up against this person, that like they can't, like they may not win. But again, this is kind of, it's fated to happen. This is fated to happen. This is destiny for him. Again, because part of the karma is watching you go on with your life and live happily, be happy, do your thing. They don't have no choice but to sit back and watch and be stuck wherever they are until they're ready to part ways with the person that they're with. I mean, you don't want them. Mm-mm. Nope. Oh, yeah. No. You don't want this person. I think for you, collective, I think this person, like I said, this person over here is realizing that they are the reason for the relationship falling apart. This is also kind of the realization too. They're not happy. It's kind of like recognizing, because it's funny, you know, when we're in these relationships, like we have our own reality within the relationship. So maybe your reality, maybe you remember it in a way where, yeah, where there had been, like, you know, unconditional love or whatever, but you might not have fond memories of the relationship as a whole. Like, you tried to stabilize it and do everything that you needed to do in order to make it stable, but there may have been like a lot of confusion. Again, they may have treated you like an option. They may have had other options. And that's literally not what you wanted here. So part of the karma and part of the lesson was also for you to recognize, like, stop romanticizing the relationship itself by thinking, you know, this is my person. By you no longer romanticizing it and recognizing that. I love this particular world card. Let me show you. I love this world card because you would be this mature person in this big tree, and the person you're dealing with is this little boy in this little tree. Like, he has such a long way to go. And I think you may have realized that, you know, you might have been dealing with somebody who wasn't, you know, as emotionally mature as you. And even though, okay, now here's the funny thing. Because remember, I said this person is not taking any actual responsibility for what they've done. Yeah, there's an awareness here, but taking responsibility and holding yourself accountable also requires, an apology, some acknowledgement. I definitely see here where somebody felt, there's a recognition here that, oh, I did this without thinking. Um, a lot of the things that this person did, they did it without thinking. They were very charming and charismatic. All that's great. But I feel like you may have recognized that this person was never going to, take the lead in a relationship. And then at that point, you decided, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. You may have blocked communication. You may have blocked communication and opted to go in a new direction. I like it. You may have opted to go in a new direction. All right, let's bridge. Actually, no, let's not use this deck. Let's bridge. Let's bridge all of these. Uh-oh. Listen. Yeah, see, they want to bring balance back to this relationship. They want to restore the harmony. They want to come in and tell you how they feel. Problem is, they may have taken too long to take any real action, and that's the reason why you don't want to deal with it. Yeah, it's done. As far as you're concerned, this is done. Oh, wow. The sun and the moon. As far as you're concerned, this is done. Oh, look at that. Yeah. You're taking a leap of faith to move forward. This person is still really clinging on to the past and the past memories. And if I read it from the bottom to the top, it's like they want to come towards you, but they're afraid. They're afraid mostly because they're afraid of the finality, like it being over. I kind of feel like if I'm looking at it from the bottom to the top, I kind of feel like even if they were to come towards you, I think I said it in yesterday's reading. I was like, if they came to you and said, it's like them telling you everything you've ever wanted to hear, it's too late. Like you should have said all that stuff back when you had me. That's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here. It's like you're on your trajectory. You're already, collective, you've already left the building. This person here is kind of pining away at, the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have did this. I should have did that. I should have loved you better. Yeah, maybe you should have. Maybe you should have, and you wouldn't be in the position that you're in right now. That's not our problem. Yeah. So I normally don't talk about being, I don't, when I talk about the lovers and the, choice between two things or two people that you're emotionally invested in, I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a no brainer. You're going to choose yourself. You may also have somebody that's in close proximity already that's kind of caught your eye. Yeah, see, this person just wanted to win. Yeah, see, they just wanted to win at all costs, and they were kind of juggling between, you and all the other people that they were keeping company with. Listen, they were just This person's a liar. I'm sorry. This person's a liar. They're a liar, and they're receiving negative karma right now. So if part of their negative karma, and you were probably really generous with this person, like in terms of like the time and energy and effort that you gave. Well, all that's out the window. We're not doing that no more. And they're feeling the weight of the burden because you're no longer investing any energy in them. You've healed and moved on. And now they're forced, literally, to sit back and watch you go live your life. They're forced to watch you go live your life. How about that? Where are we time-wise? I just saw 40:04 on the clock. There could be a synchronicity in there for you. Look that up. A deep emotional bond connects you to someone special. Trust, compassion, and support strengthen this relationship. While I do think you may have a deep emotional bond with someone, I think this person came across as very surface level. That's the reason why he ended up with somebody very surface level. Passion is fading, possibly due to daily stress or emotional exhaustion, causing a loss of intensity. A lack of planning may be causing confusion or stagnation, or an overly rigid plan is preventing flexibility. Creative blockages are holding someone back, and they may struggle to find inspiration or motivation in work. You may find great support in your friendships, in love. Oh, you may find great support and love in your friendships. The people around you provide warmth and belonging. Someone may also be feeling uncertain about their safety and security, or external events may have shaken someone's foundation. Oh. Someone may be overlooking others' feelings, leading to emotional distance. Rebuilding emotional connection can help heal a relationship. Like I said, this person doesn't know how to go deep, though. So if they can't go deep, like, what you gonna do with that? Literally. What are you gonna do with that, right? All right, let's grab some tea leaves. Ooh. Broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted. Womp womp. Teardrop. Great personal sorrow. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. When one door closes, another door opens. Ooh. Dogs, getting together with friends. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So somebody here may be getting ready to take a vacation. I know I am. Chain of events that will affect your life. The month of March may be of significance. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Pisces. Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. We like it. All right. I'm going to grab. Actually, no. You know what? I haven't used my Oracle sticks in a while. All right. Let's. I'll just dig. I usually shuffle them in my hands, but it's so weird. I'll just grab a random one out of the box. All right. Let's see. The bird of fortune soars, trailing news by the tail. It's a surprise. And one of your greatest surprises will always be finding out you could do what you thought you never could. In only 1 to 2 weeks, it gives rise to universal recognition, a rare prize for such an exquisite ingenuity. All right. No, the situation is sticky and it will require gradual transformations and radical views. Perfection is always ever changing. Incidents that refract consciousness and perception gently guide you towards a grandiose future. All right, let's grab one more. In 3 to 4 months, the gates of success open as if by the wave of a magic wand. However, this causes an unpredictable development in circumstances. Fortunately, you succeed in the end, thanks to your enviable ability to cope with such difficult situations. If you have a question, the answer is yes. The lotus of happiness is about to blossom and bring you wonderful events filled with positive emotions. There is potential for the unexpected but timely support you require. This is a perfect time for you to start new and exciting undertakings. We love it. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation for your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. My books are always open. Don't forget, there are birthday specials for every zodiac sign for a live session with me. We are still in Aries season for just a little bit before Taurus takes over. Shout out to all my fellow Taurians. Although Taurus is my sun sign, I don't really operate with sun sign astrology anymore. I resonate more with my rising sign, which is Pisces. So, anywho, neither here nor there. Still gonna be my birthday in a couple of weeks. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I may come back and do another reading. Just trying to see what my day is looking like. I got a couple of clients and see what my time is looking like. I may come back. Hell, I might even come back later tonight and do another reading, because actually it wasn't bad doing it later at night when everybody's kind of quiet and getting themselves settled in for the night. So I guess I will see y'all later, maybe. All right. Take care. Bye.